Next, let's talk about necklaces. Necklaces scare people. They sleep in them. Never, 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 never sleep in a chain. The reason is if you sleep in a chain, remember that gold is elastic in nature. Now, while it may take years to do it, if you hang on a gold ring or a gold necklace, in the daytime you will release the pressure. But at night, this will slowly build and stretch and stretch and stretch. It causes severe damage to it, so I recommend never sleeping in a gold chain. The one thing you want to check are the jump rings. And the jump rings are the rings that connect on the back of the ring, back of the necklace like this. Now, these will gradually wear, and it gets thin and thin and thin, and then it breaks. You've got to make sure that you've got some substance to these little jump rings. They connect the clasp in such as this. Now, the pendant itself is hanging from the chain. In a lot of instances, you'll see what is called a rabbit ear veil. Think about Bugs Bunny, rabbit ears. And in most cases, people think that this is actually used to center the piece on the chain. That's not why it's there. The two are actually a safety because the chain will actually act like a saw over the years and gradually saw through them. One of them will break before the other one does, and then you'll see the piece hanging funny. So rabbit ear veils are actually a safety device, not to center the piece on the chain. You need to look at those, look at them sideways. You don't want to look at it this way, you want to look at it this way because right here is where it wears. That's what you need to check. So be sure and do that. Next, on the chain itself, in a lot of instances, because people have damaged them or they've been hung onto by a baby or slept in the chain, bad, don't sleep in a chain, you'll see that the chain has stretched or it's gradually gotten longer over the years. In a lot of cases, the links, if they were not soldered, will actually compress, and what used to be round is now oval or long, and they will actually pull apart very, very easily. You need to make sure if the chain is overly stretched, it's not safe to hang anything on it to begin with, because in most cases you will not feel it when it gives, and it will give. At that point in time, you risk losing the piece, and unless you have something to catch it, well, the piece is going to be gone. A lot of people are really hesitant to change chains. Oh, the pendant came with the chain. Okay, how important is the pendant? Because if the pendant is important to you, then you need to change the chain. Junk it, scrap it, whatever. If it's stretched, it's not safe. Okay, let's go on to beads. Beads like pearls, turquoise, malachite, lapis, such as this. We don't see a lot of it, but I'm slowly seeing it come back into the market. In most cases, these pieces are knotted. That's where the cord goes through the bead and there's a knot, so that each bead has a knot located between each one. Over time, the beads will pull apart, and you'll notice gaps between, and they'll slide a little bit between the knots. In most cases, this means that it's time to be restrung. You'll also notice that in some instances near the clasp and such, you'll see frays of the cord. If you see any frays of any kind, it's time for a restringing. Always get them restrung by a professional. There are several techniques to do it. I prefer doing it by hand. Some people will do something called a tricorder or a tri-knotter, and I think it puts a little too much stress on the cord depending on who's doing it and how they're doing it. But those are the three things that I think most people need to realize. Bracelets, again, be careful, don't sleep in them. They stretch. If they're stretching and you're wearing it overly long, where it flops around on your wrist, that's doing damage to the piece. Get it shortened. A lot of people, I see these chains that hang way, way, way down. This is about as big as a bracelet needs to be. If it's hanging any further down on your hand, it is time to be sized. Also with watches, a lot of people wear their watches like bracelets. It's very hard on the bracelet. It creates excessive wear. You can actually double the life of a gold watch band by having it sized properly to your wrist. Well, these are just some of the things that you need to consider with jewelry maintenance. My name is Sheldon Millsap. I'm with Austin Diamond District. If you have any questions or any concerns, you can always call me at 512-458-4367. Again, it's 512-458-4367. Or you can always email. My email is sheldon@austindiamonddistrict.com. We're always here to answer your questions and any concerns you may have. We appreciate your taking a look at our series and hope to see you again soon. Austin Diamond District, Sheldon Millsap. Remember, after all, isn't she worth what you paid for your truck?